In 1980s, a huge anti-Chinese movement was launched in Vietnam. Millions of Chinese were forced to leave their congregations and went back to mainland China. Behind me, this small community is established by returning Chinese, and which is the one of 20th village established by them.
Thuyền em đi trên sông trắng sáng, cưới nhau về ta sướng hội vui trên sông dài.
Located in Nanshan village in Foshan, this community is given the name of happiness as well as the local hotel I choose to live in. Although their residence is no longer different from rural China, I can still get a clue from the Vietnamese language signs hanging.
I am sitting in my reserved room, and as you can see, the owner of this hotel liked to add some Vietnam-style elements as a decoration, such as the cartoon script of Hanoi and a bamboo hat.
Bamboo hat is essential item for Vietnamese life, which is also the most impressive image appears in movie or art design.
Look at the beautiful bamboo hat in this village. I guess it is a very direct and primitive sign to show the connection between this village and Vietnam.
Coffee is another important cultural symbol of Vietnam. I'm really surprised I can buy imported coffee powder from Saigon and Ho Chi Minh City in this small shop. Walking in the main avenue flanked by beautiful palm trees, I was wondering how this small town finds its own way to wealth and happiness.
Apparently, I do not come in the right time, because in the traditional festival in Vietnamese, people will wear the costume and perform custom.
Luckily, I met the owner of the homestay, Mr. Huang, who had come to China from Vietnam with his parents as a child, had deep memory of the hardships of the past, and was happy to show me around their history. He says they used to live in house in poor condition with insufficient food and clothes. A majority of people get their jobs in 3 state factories. Mr. Huang's family worked for the sugar factory as cane growers. It was really a hard time because my family has 9 kids. Planting cane is an unstable and hard work, he said. They also received the refund from the United Nations and support from the government. Due to the exclusive geographic locations, the economy of the village has been depressed in the past. Watching the children play carefree in the park, I wondered how the village had lifted itself from poverty. So the next day, I got up early to find out.
Now I was heading to the old granary of this village, and unfortunately the weather started to be raining.
Mr. Huang specifically mentioned the old granary used to be the storage house to store the grain to feed for the whole village, but they are now transforming it into a hotel. Getting this clue, it seems a little bit clear for me to seek out the truth. Difficulty and hardships won't beat those clever people down. Instead, they find their own way to make their own fortune, like ecotourism and agriculture tourism.
Agriculture tourism is a new way of getting rich seen by Nanshan village. As you can see above me, they got the passion fruit, and the left is a dragon fruit, and over there is a big yard of the colorful tomato. As you can see, the size of arc is very large and which they can bring a lot of fortune to villagers.
Visitors can pick fruits and vegetables in the field, which is a fun activity and also increase the sales of agricultural products. The thriving crops have brought the town to life, thanks to the hard work of the farmers, whose hard-working spirit has brought them wealth and stability. Happiness comes from their struggle.
Now I was at the grain yard. Farmers are cutting the grains. They use the knives at the right hand to cut the root and the left hand to hold it into the bud.
Compared with the agriculture tourism, ecotourism is a more clever idea of making profits, since people live in the city earn for the livelihood of countryside.
If you move to the west of Nanshan, you can find a good place with a mix of nature and tourism. As you can see, the camp on the water, a few days rest can make you re-energized and freshed out. Of course, it brings a great fortune to the village.
Attracting young people to return home to start business is a new idea to get rich, and the village government gives them preferential policies and subsidies. Because of the remote location, many young people choose to go out. They come to Guangdong province to work in a big city, such as Guangzhou, Foshan, and Shenzhen. Now, they are attracted by the government's policy and return to the village to start their own business. This small coffee shop occupies only 5 square meters, which can be seen from its name. The owner is a young woman who returned home to start a business. I ordered a cup of latte with Americano, and she made it seriously. Because the shop uses high-quality coffee beans imported from Vietnam and has a unique style, it is very popular with young people and has become an online celebrity punch point.
At the end of the vlog, I want to say Nanshan people use their hard work and ideas of innovation to make a rich and wealthy life. Even when I return home, the coffee in there still make me miss it. So I want to say, wish them have a better life, a prosperous life, and keep their Vietnam traditions.
Em biết em si tình 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 tan tan tình tan tình mình tình tang tang tang